In the last 3 years, something fundamental changed about warfare. Not the weapons, not the soldiers, the intelligence behind them. Decisions that used to take hours now take milliseconds. Targets that used to require dozens of analysts now identified by a single algorithm. Missions planned by generals now optimized by machine learning models running on servers thousands of miles from the battlefield. Artificial intelligence has entered the most high-stakes arena on Earth, and the race to control it is reshaping the balance of global power. For most of history, military advantage came from numbers. More soldiers, more tanks, more ships. Then it shifted to technology, nuclear weapons, stealth aircraft, precision missiles. Now the advantage is in data, and no one processes data faster than artificial intelligence. The U.S. Department of Defense alone has over 685 active AI projects running across every branch of the military. China has publicly stated that AI supremacy is its top national security priority, and dozens of other nations are racing to catch up. This is not a future arms race. It is already underway. The first and most powerful application of AI in modern defense is intelligence, the ability to see, process, and understand more information than any human team ever could. The U.S. military generates over 22 terabytes of surveillance data every single day. Images from drones, signals from satellites, communications intercepts. For decades, human analysts struggled to keep up. Enter Project Maven. Launched by the U.S. Department of Defense in 2017, Maven used computer vision AI to automatically scan drone footage and identify objects of interest, vehicles, structures, patterns of movement. What took a team of analysts weeks to process, Maven could scan in hours. Google was originally contracted to build it, but after employee protests over ethical concerns, Google pulled out in 2018. The contract went to Palantir. Today, AI surveillance systems can track thousands of objects simultaneously, identify behavioral patterns over time, and flag anomalies completely invisible to the human eye. The most visible face of AI in modern warfare is the autonomous system, machines that can operate without a human in the loop. Today's AI-powered drones are categorically different from the remotely piloted aircraft of 10 years ago. Experimental systems can navigate terrain, identify targets, coordinate with other drones, and make real-time decisions, all without a human pilot giving commands. In 2020, a United Nations report documented what may have been the first autonomous lethal drone strike in Libya, a system called the Kargu-2, made by a Turkish company, reportedly tracking and engaging targets without human control. Meanwhile, DARPA has been developing drone swarms, hundreds of small autonomous drones that communicate with each other, adapt to obstacles, and operate as a single coordinated system. The same way a school of fish moves with no central command. At sea, the U.S. Navy has tested autonomous surface vessels that can patrol for months without a crew. On the ground, robotic systems are being tested for reconnaissance and perimeter defense. The third domain where AI is reshaping conflict is one most people never see: cyberspace. Every major military power now has a dedicated cyber warfare division. AI has made both offense and defense in this domain dramatically more powerful. On the offensive side, AI can scan millions of lines of code to find exploitable vulnerabilities in power grids, financial systems, communication networks, faster than any human hacker team could. On the defensive side, AI systems now monitor network traffic in real time, identifying attack patterns and responding to breaches in milliseconds before human security teams are even aware of the threat. Microsoft, working with the U.S. government, has deployed AI models that process over 65 trillion security signals per day to detect and block cyber attacks. The United States has poured over $2.5 billion into military AI in the last fiscal year alone. China has been even more explicit about its ambitions, integrated across their entire military infrastructure. Russia has invested heavily in autonomous weapon systems and AI-enabled electronic warfare. Israel has deployed AI-powered targeting in active operations. South Korea has AI-based automated defense systems on its border with North Korea. The race is global, and it is accelerating. With all of this capability comes a question that military strategists, ethicists, and world leaders are urgently trying to answer. Who is responsible when an AI makes a lethal mistake? If an autonomous system misidentifies a civilian, who faces accountability? The engineer who wrote the algorithm? The commander who deployed it? The government that authorized it? There are currently no binding international laws governing autonomous weapons. The United Nations has been debating a treaty since 2014, over a decade, without reaching consensus. The technology has already outpaced the policy. Over 70 countries have formally called for a ban on fully autonomous lethal weapons. The United States, China, Russia, and Israel have all opposed such a ban, arguing autonomous systems can actually reduce civilian casualties by removing human emotion from targeting decisions. AI is not coming to the battlefield, it is already there. In the surveillance feeds, in the cyber systems, in the autonomous platforms operating in the world's most contested zones. The question was never whether AI would transform warfare. The question is who controls it, how they use it, and whether humanity can build the guardrails before the technology makes them irrelevant. That is the defining technological challenge of our generation. What do you think? Should AI ever be allowed to make lethal decisions without a human in the loop? This is one of the most important debates happening right now. Drop your take in the comments. I read every single one. Subscribe for more tech breakdowns that actually matter. And next week, we're covering the AI that predicts conflicts before they even start. You'll want to see that one.